I wait a second to make sure you can catch the beginning of this. I hope you're there with us this morning, right now, on this Tuesday, 12:25 a.m. Eastern Time. Lionel with you. So much to be, so much to say, so much to even. I don't even know where to start. I will start first by saying yesterday I could not believe that President Trump had announced that there was going to be FEMA conditioning, FEMA, on states that did not in any way abide by or involve themselves in any type of BDS protest. And what I'm hearing from people is that, well, you know, I support Israel, and that's great. That's wonderful. What does that mean? If a state wants to boycott Taiwan, Ukraine, China, the Uyghurs, Israel, BDS, SBD, and that is their position. That is their First Amendment right. For whatever it's worth, they can pick whatever their little heart requires or involves. This is the stuff which is the most important. This is up to you. And if you don't want to support Israel, Taiwan, Ukraine, China, Russia, Italy, the UK, if you find that you don't like censorship that is being exacted upon the people of, say, the UK, and you want to boycott the UK versus a kind of a BDS, boycott, divestment, and sanction, whatever, of let's say, the UK, that's up to you. Now, forget the fact that the president would suggest for a moment that he would withhold emergency funding, fire preparedness. I mean, this is insanity. Luckily for us, immediately after this, he said, wait a minute, I can't. Somebody told him, you can't do this. You can't do this. And there are people who love to say, well, you know, I support Israel. Good. Good. I don't know what that means. You support Israel? Okay. I don't like what they're doing. I support the UK, but I hate what Starmer is doing regarding First Amendment limitations. Same thing with Australia. I hear these people who are into this mindless, well, I support Israel. Okay. But if I don't like what they are doing, I have the First Amendment right to how do I say this, to protest such. And you can't withhold, I mean, my God, you can't withhold emergency. I mean, it's just, I mean, has he lost his mind? Did Trump just lose his mind? I swear to God, it's like nothing I've ever even, I can't even believe he did this. I can't believe he did this. Cannot believe he did this. Cannot believe that he did this. And I don't understand why am I supposed to be, why do I support any other, what does that mean, support a country? What does that mean? What if I'm against? What if I'm against the horror that's taking place against the people of Palestine? What am I supposed to say? Do I just not have to say, sorry, excuse me, sorry, buddy, you are making a big mistake with that one. Making a big mistake with that one. You had better realize that we support I've never seen anything like this. This is America, love it or leave it. This is what I saw during Vietnam. And now we're seeing people coming out left and right. Cindy McCain, Marjorie Taylor Greene. I don't think maybe you recognize how catastrophically different this is. I can't. I don't think anybody can ever say or even appreciate how big this is. I really, honest to God, do not think that you are truly able to grasp the, I guess you'd call it the seismic change in this. I've never seen anything like this. I've never seen anything like this in my life. I mean, this is the idea of asking states and cities to pledge not to boycott Israeli companies to qualify for $1.9 billion in federal disaster preparedness grants from FEMA. Search and rescue gear, emergency staff salaries, backup power system, terrorism prevention support. All of this contingent upon you pledging against, or pledging rather, against any kind of anti-Israel BDS movement. I mean, people call it largely symbolic since over 34 states already have anti-BDS laws. New York City said to receive about 92 million must comply under this rule. Now, facing a backlash, the Trump administration reversed this policy, linking FEMA funds to anti-boycott pledges on Israel. Legal experts warned it violated the First Amendment. I mean, it is just, are you crazy? Most people don't even know what BDS is. They have no idea what it is. They have no clue as to what it is. I had to bring this to your attention. I had to bring this to your attention. Next, what is with this Sydney Sweeney? What is this? This Sydney Sweeney, what? What do you call it? This, what? Preoccupation? What is it? The fact that she's some buxom, comely, white, blonde, non-tatted, non-ugly. Seriously. What is this fixation regarding her? It blows my mind. What is this, some kind of a Psy-Op or something? I mean, what, how is this, how do you even explain this? How does this even work? This is the most important thing in the world. Amazing. I don't have any idea what Trump is doing. I have no idea what his administration is doing, what Pam Bondi is doing, why she's announcing to everybody what she's doing. Does this make any sense to you? But what is this preoccupation with Sydney Sweeney? What is it? We are the most stupid, childish, moronic, sophomoric, low-hanging people. It's not even funny. YouTube will not let you say you're fatigued with a certain country in the Middle East. Yes, it will. Yes, it will. You don't know how to write that? Other than you write that? Why do people love to say, YouTube won't let me say that I'm upset with Israel. Why do you like to say that when you just said it? Why do you like to always say how you're unable, you're being limited? Why? Who can't say something? Who? If you can't write something, I mean, if you split a word in half, people do this all the time. Our friend Sparky couldn't say good. He writes doog. Who in there? There are people, we cracked the Enigma code, and you can't figure out how to say what you just said? I think you like to just say that. I think people love to say, I can't say this. I can't say this. YouTube won't let me. I think you like to say this. You would go ape shit if you tried to be a content creator. You would go crazy. You would be just complaining. You wouldn't say, oh, I'll get around that. Oh, I'll figure this out. Everybody knows how to do it. Ask my friend Sean Atwood. Ask him how he does it. Why do people, you love to be limited, don't you? You admit it. Who does? Say it. You love to say, they can't let me say this. Years ago, I can't say this about COVID. I tried to write this about hydroxychloroquine and they wouldn't let me. I tried to write this about ivermectin and they couldn't do it. I could. You love it. This is you should be able to say it without code. It's just naming a country. Say it, white monkey. Say it. Type it out. Type it. Type it. You're still doing it. Type it. Type it. Spell it I-Z. Figure it away. I-S-I-R. Say it. You still love to say this. People love to be, I'm not saying just you, but people love to be limited. They love to be held down. They love it. It's fun. It gives you kind of like I don't know what the word is. It gives you a kind of a perspective. And I think it's great. I mean, it's kind of interesting in a way. YouTube has done dramatically different. Dramatically different. The internet has become one big Psy-Op. You think weird matter? You think? Seriously. Are you serious with that? You serious? Did you write that just now? Did you write that as a kind of a, boy, I figured this one out. Some of the stuff you write is fantastic. Winston Smith wannabes. Okay, yeah. Now, the bottom line is this. What is with this Sydney Sweeney thing? Why is it that Trump mentioned her the other day and everybody? Why is it? Why is it? Simple. We love simple things. I was watching just this morning The Best of Enemies. And it was a piece of, it was Gore Vidal, 1968, and William F. Buckley, in one of the most monumentally, critically important pieces ever in American political history, in American political commentary, ever. And it was so great, and I kept thinking, what would this be like today if we tried to have this today? Who could we have? You know, I know Tucker was trying his best when he's not dancing around his own weird idiosyncrasies about whatever it is he's talking about. But he's talking about Oklahoma City. People don't want to hear that. You know, if you watched Fox News, CNN, cable news, regular, you would know nothing about what's going on in the Middle East. And by the way, that's code word for Israel. You would know nothing about the protests. You would know nothing about anything. Fred Haddad said, "This is an apology offering for my trolling you about Trump earlier today. I'm sorry for piling on like that." Fred, I don't know what you're talking about, but thank you. I have no idea I don't even know what you're talking about. I really don't, but thank you. You don't have to ever apologize or anything. You're a good friend, friend of the show, friend of the chapter, friend of the network. I don't know what you're talking about. Don't even worry about it. You don't troll. Don't even worry about that. But thank you, sir. I appreciate it. You're a gentleman. If you watch Fox News, you would not know anything about the ICC, the ICJ, claims of genocide, apartheid, ethnic cleansing. Whether you agree with it or not, you wouldn't know anything about it. You wouldn't even know the claims. You wouldn't know what people were saying. You would think that everything is Hamas, everything is October the 7th. That's it. Nothing to worry about. It's just we're gonna get through this, and by God, we're gonna get these bastards, and victory is ours, and don't worry about whatever. Just whatever. How do people live like that? How do people live like that? How is it that people say, wait a minute, I don't want to hear that. I want to hear the whole story. I want to hear this whole story. And let me ask you something. Is Hillary Clinton ever going to be indicted for anything? Yes or no? Is Hillary Clinton or anybody, are you going to see one indictment from anybody? One really serious, like, wow. Are you going to see that from anybody? Ever? Do you think? Do you think so? Never. 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 Oh, Tulsi Gabbard is talking, and they're going every show. I've never seen anything like. Can you imagine J. Edgar Hoover going on and saying, well, we're going to be doing this. We have a strike force. We're going to be going after the mob now. This is the biggest joke in the world. I don't know. This president has more clowns running his thing. I don't understand it. I do not understand any of this stuff. His foreign policy regarding Russia and Ukraine is retarded. I mean retarded. Absolutely retarded. And what you do is you get a bunch of these sycophants, these brain dead, sock puppet people clapping and everything the president does. Hey, it's wonderful. And I heard somebody say, I support Israel. That's the thing. What does that mean? You mean you rubber stamp everything? What about the United States? Well, they always talk about, well, I support. No, you support kind of like prototypically conservative type of thing. What is this connection? Why am I so connected with Israel? More than the United States. More than the United States. I don't understand. I swear to God, I will never know. Well, you know what it is. I mean, come on. I don't know why it's so difficult for people to understand or be able to say that this is a part and parcel of the Israeli lobby. What's wrong with that? Newark Terminal A had a minimum of 13 TV screens with Noam repeating the same 1-minute speech incessantly while waiting to get through the body search line, where they now photograph you too. Isn't that something? They're all hiding under the big top, undercover with the pedal ring. One big sick clown show. Whatever, here to listen. Kind of like you. I don't know what this means. See, again, we get into this. I try to look down, and some of the stuff is very good, but some of the writing is so poor, I don't even know what you're saying. You're responding to something that was said before in one sense, like, yeah, well, you do too. I do too what? I mean, this is, I told you the other day, we're in the middle of this thing where this is Elvis doing some kind of like an arrangement for like a little get together, some little social thing. Anyway, so they insist upon, writing or texting. Nobody calls. Nobody calls. It's horrible. And the level of comprehension was so bad because people cannot put into words the idea of writing something to communicate to you. They write in order to react, not to inform, not to say, well, here's what this means. This is what I'm trying to say. It's the most incredible thing in the world. So finally, we picked up the phone and said, pick up the phone and call her. And they say, yeah. It's like, what are you writing? Or they don't write. They don't respond to you. What? Huh? I love when there are new people on a link, on a daisy chain, so to speak, when I don't know who these people are. Mad Max says, no indictments, no arrests, no Wano saving prison badges to Gitmo. Wano saving? Is that a pun? Am I missing something there? No trials, no convictions, no life sentences or executions. They're all getting away with everything. Absolutely. Absolutely. But we're more interested in BDS and making sure that we get all this money to Israel. I mean, okay. What about here? Well, we'll get to that later. Wait a minute. We still have potholes and things. I don't get it. I don't understand it. I absolutely, positively don't get it. So let me tell you something. Count me out. I am profoundly disenchanted with everything. I don't know where our priorities are. What are we talking about? Seriously, what are we talking about? And the very fact that Trump, for any moment, suggested that he would make FEMA payments contingent upon you've got to be kidding, contingent upon non-BDS. Oh my God. What is this? What do they have, pictures of Trump? And what's also interesting too, and this is where the Zionism part comes in. I've asked people before, I'm saying, you're born here in let's say New York or New Jersey or St. Louis. You're Jewish, which is fine. What is this connection that you have with Israel? Do you want to live there? Do you go there? Do you travel there? Have you been there? No. What is this? What is this? Just explain this. It's like I'm a retired Catholic, but would I be worried about Rome? I mean, I guess there's no. Do the Palestinian people have anything at all, any say, any concern? And we say, well, that's the way it goes. That's it. October 7, Hamas, fuck you, that's it. Pardon my French. But is that it? I think that's it. Well, let me tell you something. This is going to come back to bite you on the ass, and nobody wants to hear it. But if you remember, if you watch anything on cable news, I mean anything, CNN, MSDNC, anything, you would never know what's happening in the rest of the world. If it wasn't for the internet, you would not know anything. You would swear, well, there's no big deal. What's all this talk about genocide? It's all over the place. Check in Vid says, you're a legend. I've been watching you since Pix 11 News. Lionel for president. Thank you, Check-in Vids. God bless you, my friend. This is the most incredible. And the best part is they're going to say, oh, you're anti-Semitic. They're still doing this. Look, you know what's going on with that. Whenever you say anything, attack the person. By the way, I do like the fact that our friend Tucker is really going, at least looking at what happens regarding, Oklahoma City. I don't think people know. People don't know anything. See, Americans don't know anything. They have this checklist where they say these things. If you want to go on to prototypically conservative talk show, you have to say certain things, and you have to just say these things, and you'll be fine. Just say, I support Israel. That's it. Move along. You don't have to explain anything. Just say that. Don't bother. Move along. Don't question it. Don't ever question it. Anything. Ukraine. That's another one too. Remember when the Ukraine people came along when they had those stupid, they had the flags. Remember, all of a sudden you had Ukrainian flags. Like, what do you know about Ukrainian flags? What do you know about Ukraine? I don't know. It was the most incredible thing I've ever seen in my life. All of a sudden they were experts in this. And I'm so goddamn tired of this Sydney Sweeney. Enough! Enough! What is this? Blonde hair, but I mean, what is this? TNA and what? I understand she's a Republican. Well, what is she? I don't know. It's one of those things that just, we love fads. All of a sudden there's a fad. There's some kind of, like a foo-foo bear or something, and people are losing their minds. In any event, my friends, it is absolutely nuts. Everything is crazy. But let me thank you for this. Remember, we don't follow any particular forced litany, some litmus test. Whether it's Israel, Ukraine, Taiwan, China, anything. Think for yourself. Know what you're talking about. Know what you're talking about. Don't just memorize the official list of everything you're going to say. Well, I support this, and this. Why do you support? What does it mean? Most people say, look, I want to be a conservative. I want to be on a conservative platform. I'm going to say whatever I have to say. I'm not going to buck the trend. Whether I agree with it or not, I don't care. I just want to be loved. I want to say exactly what I'm supposed to say. I'm going to talk about one thing about the most important thing. You know what the most important thing about the New York elections, the mayor race is? Crime. Crime is it. Everything else is a waste of time. I don't give a shit about the other things are stupid. Crime. And this guy's going to put a bunch of leftist lunatic judges out there? No. That's the issue. And we're futzing around. We've got morons walking around here. The only guy who's able to say anything about this so far has been Curtis Lewa. The only person who is even remotely shows a conversance with the city or knows what's going on is Curtis Lewa. Everybody else are in the Hamptons or this or that. Hey, look at me. Okay, great. You think anybody gives a shit about that here? Nope. Nope. They don't get it. They live in a world of their own little, I don't know what there is, their own world. They don't know what people think. They don't even know enough about the voters to understand really what's going on. In any event. Well, listen, my friends, thank you. Make sure you follow me at Lionel Nation. Are you subscribed? Everybody subscribed? Gotta be subscribed, my friends. Gotta be subscribed. Gotta be subscribed. Also, make sure that you follow Mrs. L at Lynn's Warriors, and also the other channel, the Lionel Legal channel, okay, which is a very, very good one. All right, dear friends, thank you for the great contributions and super chats today, my friends. You were terrific. I appreciate that immensely. We love you to death. Have a great and a glorious day. Now, at 1 o'clock, jump on over to WABC. That's where I am. In the studio, ready to go, WABC, Jump over, 1 o'clock to 5 a.m. Come on over and watch us there. All right, my friends? All right. Have a great and a glorious day. Don't ever change. I mean that sincerely. Until then, remember, the monkey's dead. Show's over. Sue ya. Da-da.